Hey everyone, and welcome to the Infinite Respawn podcast. I'm Chicken.
I'm Oak Tree.
I'm Griff.
I'm Baka.
So guys,
I said podcast this time. Got it right. Got it right.
That's an O right there at the middle of that podcast. It's all good.
it's whatever you want it to be. It's up for interpretation.
Yeah, you can interpret it however you want, whatever. It's all good.
Do whatever you gotta do.
So,
Hey, we speak with words sometimes in front of people.
We don't. We really
I
don't.
speak with letters.
Letters.
I'm supposed to speak with words. I thought I was supposed to do like just weird screeching.
That's usually what you do.
Yeah, you do have the little Chewbacca thing that you actually do.
Don't do it. Don't do it, or someone's gonna get in trouble for that.
What games have already been playing this week? Jesus.
Vermintide 2.
Yeah, you guys have been having a lot of fun with that.
That game was a lot of fun. I'm just saying. I mean,
it was great. I died a lot, but that's all right. I still had fun.
yeah. Yeah, that's all we have to talk about it. I'm kidding.
That's okay.
I'm kidding.
Moving on then.
So first of all,
I got stuck actually when I did a playthrough a couple of days ago. You know, there's the part where you're having to like jump down on the little wooden platforms and stuff, and kind of go down right before you hit that camp full of like tents made of skin. And the
you want to tell me which map you're on? Because
I don't remember what the map is called, but
is it the one with the farm? Is it the one with the castle, or is it one with the marshes?
The marshes.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, same page.
There is a spot there because I went backwards to dodge a berserker, and I like jumped back, and I got stuck in, like, it's almost up against the wall, and there's a little hole there that you get stuck in. You can't jump out of. I couldn't, like, do my F charge thing to try to, like, get out of it that way. I basically had to, like, wait until an assassin came and got me. They had to, like, let it kill me, and then they had to rescue me because I could not get out of that.
Did you report it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Definitely.
Step one, report.
Shit like that. Yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
I was just like, I'm stuck. I can't. They're like, well, try this. Nope, that doesn't work either. Oh, okay, fine. We're just gonna go on. We're gonna let the assassin rat kill you, and we'll just get you up later on the game.
We'll come back for you.
No, you can't come back for him. They find him further up ahead.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Once he's dead, it's.
Think of it like Left 4 Dead spawning when you get spawned
Which
further up
sucks
ahead.
because I had a tome.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh no.
That sucks.
So yeah, we had to leave it behind. We didn't have a choice, but yeah, it was. If you hit that little spot, especially if you're dodging, you get stuck in it and you can't get out.
Damn. Note to self: be careful in that map.
Don't get stuck there. Gotcha.
Yes, definitely.
When does that actually launch? Like, when will you be hardcore streaming that?
4 days.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to stream it all
for everybody else.
Yeah, I'm going to stream it all week this week, and then I should have a full group going Friday, and then that's where the full game comes out and going hard. Hopefully they don't reset, but every time you open up the launcher, it says this is still a beta. They don't want to reset, but if something causes major issues, they will, and that's fair. It's a beta. I really don't want them to, but so be it. Don't do it don't do it after the release of the game. But beforehand, it's fine. Whatever.
My character's a level 15. This is awesome. Level 1 the next morning.
Oh.
God.
No, I can't pay my assassin now.
I do like the fact that, like, from a replayability standpoint, you do have to go through each one of those characters. And it goes back to, like, with, we were talking about the mystery hero thing. We've talked about that before with Griff. That's part of how she's gotten so far into Overwatch and stuff and gotten as good at it as she had, is the fact she plays through with those different characters, learns how they work and everything else. So, I mean, I feel like from a group of 4 standpoint, everybody's going to have their niche character.
Right.
But you always have that if you've got that one person that can only play one because a level's a certain height or whatever, then you can go through and do it. But, like, if we can all get to that point, that'd be awesome. Just to be able to go, we're on this level, switch characters.
Building comps for specific levels, like having an Iron Breaker, which is the dwarf tank that I play. once I get the level 15 talent that basically heals me for 10 health every time my passive pops, which is frequently, I basically don't need to heal myself anymore, and I can just constantly carry either a tome or health pots for other people.
Does that help, like, if you've gone down and you've gotten back up where nobody has to heal you? Or does
I think so. I think so. If I'm not mistaken, because it gives you 10 solid health, kind of like the Elf's Regeneration.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. But I think it doesn't make you bleed out anymore, but it does still count towards you going down towards permanent death.
So the little bar will drop, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's cool.
There's that. I've been playing that one. I really want to start playing the Witch Hunter because nobody in the fucking world plays the Witch Hunter.
Why? Is it because they're bad?
It's just, I don't know. He's not appealing to people, I guess.
Bad.
I'd like to try him with the mace and the shield at some point. I don't like him normally.
Yeah, I want to try the fucking Justicar one where he's got the flail and he's basically like a zealot. He runs out and just starts swinging his flail and just smashing everything. He can resist death, and the lower his health gets, the faster he attacks. So I mean, he's like a berserker. So more damage he takes, crazy.
If we can continue to build it and they keep it, that will be awesome because we can get each one of those characters. Like even if we can get each character, like I think your character's above a 10 now. You've got your main.
10.
Yeah, I'm at a 6. I think on the one I'm playing, and I think Baka's a 7 with the elf. So yep. I mean, if we can get everything to 10, like everybody get each one of those to 10.
I want to get them to 12 at least because that unlocks the third spec.
Oh, fair enough. To get them to 12, and then that way you've got all that unlocked. That would be awesome.
Yep.
And then Griff will just get her to burn things.
Well, Red really likes his little flamethrower thing, and harder difficulties there is friendly fire, heavy friendly fire.
Oh wow!
He's gonna kill everybody.
Like the first harder difficulty, there's friendly fire. Third one, there's severe friendly fire. So if I swing my axe and someone's right there, I'm gonna damage the shit out of them. So
that's going to be communications key. Here comes a big giant fireball. Run away.
Yes, I've got the ones in the front. I will watch the back. Don't come back here or I'm going to burn you to death.
Right.
Actually, if I'm using my spear, I can. If you're the dwarf and you're, attacking from there, I can just poke over you.
Exactly. I can put up the shield and push them back, and you can attack them from overhead. Part of why the dwarf is so popular. Pretty much. That's exactly what he does. He just sits there and pushes people away, and people shoot or stab over top of him. Short people, yay!
Now, see, I've got a shield and a mace that I can use for crowd control and things, but I also like the two-handed hammer that I just got not too long ago. Is quite nice.
It's really good for sweeping and whatnot. But I really want to play the dwarven berserker. Oh my god, get twin axes and just. I gotta see his talents, because there's got to be some sort of health regen in there for how crazy he is.
I wonder how the berserker does against berserkers.
I don't know.
That'd be
chop their heads off.
Which berserker's the best?
They are dicks.
Yeah, if you do not call out the berserkers, they will kill you. Like I tried to go toe to toe when I played Kruber in the previous beta, and that motherfucker, like, if you don't block his attacks, he'll kill you. Like, I've seen so many people just go down because they don't block. So.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a menace. He's a menace to society. That and a tornado. And I do got to say, I really freaking love, because I didn't expect it. The first time we played, we only had rat ogres. Like, there's the only boss in the first Vermintide. And then when we played Vermintide 2, the only one that I saw at the beginning was a rat ogre. I was like, alright, cool. The rat ogre's the boss, tank, whatever, deal with it. And then they came out with the Storm Fiend. I was like, what the fuck is this thing? It's not a rat ogre. So they've got two bosses. That's really neat.
It's a rat ogre on steroids.
Yeah.
Well, and it was, Dead or something the first time that you and Baka saw it? Then you and I were playing, and you were like, oh my god, what is this?
Yeah, we saw it dead on a battlefield. I was like, oh wow, that's super neat. It must be one of their special creations. And then another game later, the motherfucker was alive and coming after us. Like, that's pretty neat. So 2 bosses. And then we saw a fucking bile troll, which is probably my least favorite. That motherfucker's awful.
My god.
I hate those things.
Oh, speaking of the bile troll... when you have a group of people that are like, oh, well, at least you're not getting caught with a bile troll down into a cellar, and the next thing we know, we're all like, what is that?
Bile troll.
Oh my god.
Yep. Oh man. And then the last one is a chaos spawn, which just does the damn tentacle slap thing and then eats you.
It's quite funny.
Yes. I really like they've put in 4 bosses now, so you've got, I feel like the rat over is a little underpowered. He's kind of
Chaos
crazy.
spawn.
I like that you don't know which one it's going to be either.
Yes.
I really
leaves
do.
It, which leaves it open, and they're going to leave the community to mod this game. So you do have to own the game if you want to mod it too. So, but they're going to leave it open, which means new bosses, maybe more different types of uncommon, or against common. There's so many different types already, but more maps and things like that. It has me super excited to see what the community can bring out.
I would like to see someone make a great unclean one. You
I don't know
remember?
what that is.
Okay,
You're going to have to describe.
Yeah,
to-
I remember what it is. You'll probably have to look up a picture just so that you can get a decent idea of what an unclean one is.
I'm
But
They
afraid
are-
to now that you've told me I have to. I don't think I want to
Right?
do that.
they are fat, they are annoying, and they are absolutely disgusting. Like the bile troll is kind of disgusting.
Oh my
These
god.
guys, yeah.
that's exactly.
These
look at his
guys are
face.
worse.
It's green and gross, man. What's up with this thing?
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to
And it's
go
got a
with
giant
no.
sword. Is that
Yeah.
chains? Yeah, it's like chains with
Yep.
heads hanging off of it.
Yeah, it's awful. I mean, they may do something like that, but yeah, that's what we've been playing. What we're going to be playing for the next couple of weeks. I don't know, it's a lot of fun.
Well,
And Sea of
given
Thieves.
the coloration of the chaos that we're fighting in there, honestly, it kind of reminds me of Nurgle.
Well, you do realize that one of the things we had to destroy the Nurgle eggs.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's right.
So I mean,
I
they're
forgot about the
worshipping-
stupid Nurgle eggs.
yeah.
Well, we
so
died of those, so.
don't trigger me like that, man. leave it out of the podcast. God damn it. But we one shot it the following day, so
Well, that was
there's
good.
yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, I mean, trying to find that one little pod for the longest time, dead, laying on the ground with my hands tied behind my back, just sitting there wiggling around, going, "I'm down here, no big deal. Y'all find the pod. We found it. Horde. All right, we got those done. All right, ready to go. Horde." And I'm like, "Oh my god, how many of these are gonna come into y'all? They would not
Dead.
stop."
I went back and I watched that section. I looked at the place it was 3 times. Like, I walked over there and I looked at it and I walked back and I saw Baka over there at one point and came back and you went up there at one point and, like, we just kept walking by it. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, unless you actually climb on top of the boxes, you can't see it.
You could see a little vine that goes in there and I was looking at it and I was like, I mean, I don't see it in there. And then I
I
don't
just
know
assumed
why.
it went back out to everything else.
So did I. And then I realized, I was like, what about on these There it is right there. Oh my god.
You guys are gonna have to stop making assumptions about this game.
Oh my god.
God. The game is really fun though. Lots of fun. I can't wait till it fully comes out so we get all of the campaign.
Oh, for sure.
So that
And
Wednesday or
then all the
Thursday?
extra maps that come out and Wednesday.
Whatever
Thursday.
the 8th is.
Is it?
Yep, Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
Thursday. And then 2 weeks for Sea of Thieves.
Yep.
Woo-hoo.
And then like 2 months after that for Detroit Become Human.
Yes. Detroit Become
And then in
Human finally
between
got-
that, Ready Player One comes out in the movie theaters.
Well, that's true.
So I'll probably see that one a few times.
So much
We'll see
money
after the
to
first
spend,
night.
So little time.
Yeah. There's a lot to do in the coming months.
Yes. Jurassic Park or Jurassic World,
Oh, Lord.
Monster Hunter, Darksiders 3. There are too many games coming out this year.
Speaking of Jurassic
That's
Park,
a
we still have
horrible
that
problem
copy
to
for the
have.
PS1 or PS2 sitting up there at my work. I think it's PS2.
I've got 2 months before I can just buy Jurassic World, the super updated version.
But don't you want the other one for your collection?
No, I don't have a collection.
How
Yeah.
much is it? Isn't it expensive as
It's like
hell?
$150
No,
Yeah.
it's like $80.
without
Actually,
the
that's
case.
not bad, considering.
And I found it on eBay a few times for like $60.
Damn. Probably
I'd be
in poor
concerned
condition.
whether that's the real one.
Yeah, I'd be concerned about its condition, but whatever.
Well, what else have you guys been playing? You want to talk about anything else?
That's all I played this week. That and I guess
all I'm
I should.
thinking.
Square Enix had a sale.
Oh, look at that face.
Square Enix had a sale, and I've been debating since they released it on Steam a long time ago, and since it was finally on sale again, and I had a bunch of PUBG money, real money, PUBG money. I don't know if Snitty listens to this, but I bought Final Fantasy X again, like the umpteenth time.
Yeah, this is like the 4th or 5th time you bought this game.
Probably
I'd just like to point out that you got on to Griff when she said she was going to have to rebuy games, and she
But he didn't really get on to me, actually. It was just one of those, like, oh, great, now we have to spend money again kind of thing.
And we didn't spend any money. I used my PUBG money. Made money specifically from selling PUBG crates, and I used that to buy it.
Fair enough.
So,
Now he's
You
got to
work
go play
hard.
more PUBG so that he can get some more money.
yeah,
Yep.
pretty much. I mean, come on. You get a crate, you get 50 cents. You get a crate, you get 50 cents. I mean, that money racks up fast. I had like $17 just from
Nice.
PUBG. But I started playing it, and I got through the first island. And before I left that first island, this is for you, Snitty. If you listen to this is for you, Snitty. Before I left that first island, I got the second overdrive for the first Aeon so that I didn't have to come back and die to that goddamn Aeon this time. You ain't getting me twice. Never forget. I got you this time. Got you
I'm
this
going to have to
time.
tell Snitty to listen to this show.
I've got you. You ain't getting me again.
I think he listens to them anyway, but I'm going to make sure now.
Yeah. I got you now.
Wow.
The meme has been killed.
But there's no proof it wasn't on stream. I know exactly what
I
he's
don't
going to say.
care.
He didn't see it, so it doesn't exist.
I don't care. I'll take a screenshot.
You should have just
for him.
recorded it.
I'm gonna record that specific part. Like, all right, City, this is for you. This is a YouTube clip. Watch me go back and get it, and then I'm gonna leave and never come back.
Yeah, he
yeah.
was like, I'll see you like never. I bought this game on PC. Bye.
Yeah, and it's so beautiful. Like, it's definitely dated for its graphics, but man, the cinematics look like they were made this year. Like, what the fuck was Square Enix doing 20 years ago? Like, holy shit.
Well, I mean,
Winning.
they made a whole movie.
Yeah, they could make a whole. That thing was
The
released in
storyline was
2001.
god awful, but it looked pretty.
For which one?
The
The
movie.
Final Fantasy movie.
Yeah.
The Advent Children one?
No, there was another one before that.
Oh.
Spirits Within.
Oh.
Yeah, I really still have no idea what the hell went on with that storyline, but it looked pretty. It looked really pretty.
I don't know what's going on, but it looks great. Keep going, you guys.
It's like everybody's like, oh my god, this is like real people. Da 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 da. This is 20
Yeah.
years ago. You see their games, you're like, what is wrong with us? It's because you're putting it on a
Look at these
PlayStation and
amazing-
not a PC. It wouldn't
Look
matter.
at the trailer. Look at how amazing the graphics are going to be. Why do these guys look really blocky and weird?
And they'll always have that in-game footage in the bottom right-hand corner. Technically, it was if you were doing the cinematics.
That's how they get you.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, so that's what I've been playing. That and Rainbow Six at the beginning of the week. That was all on stream. It was a fiesta. That's all I'm gonna say about that. It was a
Clown
fucking
fiesta.
It was a
Oh
fucking
my
fiesta.
God.
We got our butts handed to us multiple times.
You guys are bad.
I've seen like 27 car pileups and stuff, like pictures that your stream, like watching y'all was worse.
Yeah, tell me
I've
about
seen
it.
So we are not Rainbow Six players. Although
Red
this
Red
I
is.
should have remembered this anyways from the very first time I played Rainbow Six, and it was in the computer labs at school, because we basically the first 2 weeks we got like the whole entire 6-7 weeks worth of stuff done. So the rest of the semester we basically did nothing but play games. And we were playing Rainbow Six. I have never played it before, and I was figuring out buttons, and the teacher was going over, okay, this is what we're going to do for the strategy when we get in there, and I'm sitting there just messing with things, and I put C4 on the door next to everyone, and I was like, what does this do? Boom!
You killed the whole team, didn't you?
I killed everyone.
Well done. Well done.
That was one explosive that killed an entire team of like 5 people. Took me 2 shots to kill 3 of you.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Baka's worse.
It wasn't with us, and we don't have like, vivid memories of it.
Baka's worse.
But Baka is like the least observant person I've ever freaking seen. Like, it was 2v1, and this goofball walks into the room and looks right, and we start yelling at him that there's somebody to his right, and he looks and he doesn't see anybody. We see the end of the gun.
I just saw the dummies.
We see the end of the gun, and we start yelling at him, and he's right there, and he turns the other way and starts wandering off, and we're like, he's in the fucking corner, over there! And he starts looking around, and then he looks into the corner, and there's a guy sitting there going, and then kills him. Oh.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, we were just screaming at him that he's right there. He's right there.
Wow.
Too funny.
You need like some super glasses, those really extra thick frames. I'm kidding though. I'm kidding. Of course. It's all
But
fun.
not. He's not. He's not kidding.
Never.
You're
It
better
depends on the game. For some reason, Rainbow Six, I don't notice people half the time, like running around in that damn game.
You're better at shooting a bow than you are at shooting a gun. We'll leave
Yeah.
you with that.
Yeah, Vermintide, like, it's like, oh, there's a special. Pop, he's dead.
Vermintide, WoW, whatever game else uses a bow.
Although I have not practiced much, I don't have a whole lot of practice with Hanzo, so I'm not really good with him.
Not yet. Give you
Maybe
about
I
a
should
year of
pick-
just playing Hanzo, being a Hanzo main. You gotta make sure that you spam out that need more healing.
I'm
No,
good
that's
with
Genji.
Pharah.
No, it's both of them. It's the Shimada brother thing.
Shimadas always need healing. God damn it.
God damn it, Hanzo.
I need healing. Shut up!
No, you don't. You're still
Chicken
fine.
and I played a couple of rounds of Overwatch. It was like a date night the other night. We had a I played Orisa, and I think you were playing Mercy. You were Mercy.
Yeah,
and we
I
had a
think so.
Bastion on our team, and it was on Numati, and he sat up in the, like, he just had this planter that Bastion usually sits on, so I kept throwing a shield in front of him, and anytime anybody would come close, I was like, no, don't touch my child! That's my child! Back up! Like, we were babysitting Bastion so that we could win, and we did.
Yeah, we crushed them.
Oh, it was fun. We had a lot of fun.
Yes.
And quiet time.
Do you guys want to talk about news stuff? I mean, there's a lot of stuff to... Well, yes and no, there's a lot of stuff. There's not a lot of articles, but there's a lot of content.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you already said one of them, which was...
Overwatch.
Well, I was going to say, the Detroit Become Human has a release date, May 25th.
Yeah. You will
Yeah.
not see me that whole weekend. That's a Friday. Don't try to talk to me.
It's a
Don't try
Memorial
to get at
Day
me.
weekend.
It's not going to happen.
Script,
Yeah.
let's go play some Overwatch. No,
Nope.
fuck off.
I will be busy. So
There's your
sorry.
4 days to catch up, Baka.
That's still not gonna... Dude, as soon as I catch up, she's gonna be like, oh, you're at work? No, congratulations. I'm 20 levels ahead of you again.
What level are you?
82?
She's
Look at
like,
that smile.
she's like 40-something
I'm
levels ahead of her.
29. 29
Yeah,
for my with
40-something
2
levels.
stars.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But Detroit Become Humans looks really, really freaking good. And they did another tweet afterwards that said there are going to be three playable characters. You get to decide their story.
I'm so afraid.
Which goes to the assumption that no matter what you do throughout the story, your character can end up, like, your choices can end up killing that character.
No.
And then you go through another story with with the other character, which is why it's going to have such incredibly
calling it
high
now.
replayability.
I'm
Wow.
calling it now. Grip is going to get really attached to one of those characters, and
All
she's
of
going to
them?
do something and kill them.
And then she's gonna start over and try to make the choices better. She's gonna see the way she likes to play games is she likes to see the sides and all the different things that can happen, and she's gonna try all these different things.
I realize the fact that, you know, Griff is going to be playing this all weekend long. It's going to be Memorial Day weekend. And normally you are the streamer when it comes to the group, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I really want to see Griff play through this.
She said she may do YouTube videos.
I'll do a let's play of my first run through it.
That'll work.
Yeah.
There you go. So you'll get to see her first run through, but you're not gonna get to see the other 387 times that she's gonna go through it. You know, maybe every couple
No.
of hundred, she may throw up another one. I like
Oh,
this
okay.
ending.
Here's some alternative pathways that I took that I did not like.
Here's my worst run ever where everybody died and it was awful.
Make better choices. Live a better life.
All machines were turned off because people didn't want a damn Terminator uprising.
Too funny.
I'm super excited. I don't care. Okay.
Yeah, I really want to see, like, are there going to be multiple lines that end up you being dead?
I will
And
let
can
you know.
I don't know. That's crazy. It's got a high expectation.
I'm kind of wondering if there's gonna be like a Life is Strange mechanic where you can rewind if you're like, oh shit, that was the worst possible outcome of that. Rewind.
Maybe save and then restart. Like save, like load. Like they've got to be
But
some.
that's not a
save buttons in
mechanic.
there.
That's just how games work.
No, well, I'm just saying that's
Well,
an option. But
that
maybe.
that takes away from the carefulness of it and your choices in the game.
Well, but part of the way that game is going to be set up too. If it's like some of the other ones, you've got a timed amount of time to make a decision too. So
that's even better. I mean, that's going to make it so that you're always on your toes, worried about making the right choice, which is what
unless
that game
you're like,
is about.
I want to hit circle and I accidentally hit triangle.
Oh, then you're a dumbass. Well, at least now you know what that button does. Well, that got me kill. Remember to tape off this one. Don't hit triangle.
All right, now we start from the beginning again. 30 minutes later, damn it, I hit the wrong button again.
Well, you could just try something entirely different second time.
Oh, fair enough.
Wow.
Thought process. Anyway.
We'll see how it goes.
Yes.
Because I want them all to live. I can already tell that I'm going to like Connor and Kara a whole bunch, so...
They're going to be the first ones to go.
No, I'm afraid they will.
Only if she makes the bad choice. Only if she makes bad choices.
And forgets to save somewhere along the way, or it auto-saves and it leaves her with that bad choice.
Stop trying to make me sad already, you guys.
Hey, it's a choice game. You better. This is like an extreme choice game.
You're making me nervous about doing a YouTube with my first run through.
Oh
nope.
yeah,
no cheating.
Gotta do it.
No cheating.
I hate you guys.
Hell, I'll even sit there with you and watch you make your choices.
No, you can't.
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna sit there and watch.
No.
Just very quietly, and every once in a while, take a sip out of a straw for a drink, and just
as long as there's ice in it.
Yeah, you definitely don't need to watch
Stir it around.
because you're going to make your own decisions when you play the game, but you don't need to see what the outcomes of those.
You were about to say you don't want to see the mistakes that she made.
No, you don't want to see the based on.
yeah,
the
we want a whole new mistakes from you, Mr. Streamer.
Yeah.
Well,
everybody lives, everybody dies. That's the way life is.
He can play it when I'm done with it in 6 months.
I was about to say, so I get to stream it later half of the year.
Yeah. Like, I know this came out months ago, but Griff wouldn't let me
My
play
wife
it.
has had it, and she would not let me touch it until she decided she was done with it.
Exactly. What else you guys want to talk about? You want to talk about some of the Overwatch stuff? Since
before we go into that,
hero.
we'll lead into that first. Hold on. The ESRB, which is I guess, the labeling company. They're not really a governing body of video games, so I don't know really what you say on that one. But they're the ones, like you've got PEGI that's over in Europe and ESRB is in North America. The ones that label all of our games from everybody all the way up to mature and higher. They are actually going to start putting labels on microtransactions, games with microtransactions and other add-ons, expansions, other things like that. I think this is a step in the right direction, which is the reason I said we'll wait for the Overwatch, because that'll lead into that. Because Overwatch, to me, has the microtransaction, but to me, wouldn't put a label on it. Like, the same way, like we've had this discussion before. What do y'all think about that? I mean,
I think that the label that they're putting on it is going to be on every single game that is going to be released forever. Like, I mean, basically that label, because it's so fucking broad, in-game purchases, which means every single game,
DLC and everything,
every single game that comes out is going to have that on there, and it's going to be so broad people aren't going to know what to make of it. Are they talking
well, they're
going
to start disregarding it,
DLC?
though.
Yeah, it's going to become so saturated in what an in-game purchase is.
See, I'd almost rather them, just like they came up with Game for Everybody, PG-13 games, stuff like that. You know, when you've got the different game systems set up that way, I would almost rather do the same thing. Like, this is microtransactions, and the only way to progress through the game, or this is microtransaction for power, so you would say this game is rated M plus P, right? So like
Plus P.
got plus P. If you want power, you can buy it.
MP.
Yeah, because technically this
$sign P.
This isn't going to stop any game, because it could be rated E with in-game purchases, rated R or M with in-game purchase. Like, what the hell's the point of it? It could be on your children's games.
Yeah,
I mean,
because Star Wars Battlefront's just only rated T for teen,
and it's gonna have it on there,
and then that'll be plus P plus there'd be like 7 things after that one, but I guess you could put LB loot boxes. So people know it's a loot box that's in there, but it'd be like there's loot boxes and then there's money loot boxes. The way I look at it, so it's like you got an LB,
there's cosmetic
and then you have
loot boxes, and then there's like I want power loot boxes.
Well, they're in-game purchases, because Vermintide has loot boxes for its loot, but you can't buy them with real money. Overwatch has loot boxes that you could buy with real money. Same thing with Star Wars. Like anything that takes real world currency should be labeled. Like this game
which is
has
what they're
real
saying. It would say, according to what they're saying, is if it has in-game purchases or microtransactions.
Yeah.
But there's none at all for Vermintide, right?
No, you can't, you buy the
game. There's not even a
it.
cosmetic thing to be able to purchase for them.
That maybe, because there's a cosmetic aspect to the whole game, and there are cosmetics that you can buy for the first Vermintide.
Okay, fair enough.
So there will be cosmetics that you can, make your character look a little cooler, and there will be tons of DLC, free and paid. So
but
in the first one though, wasn't it more along the lines of like you knew what you were getting with those costumes?
Oh yeah, it was like costume packs.
Yeah, like you knew what you were getting. It wasn't like here, buy some
absolutely.
loot boxes, and you might get like part of that cool costume that you want.
Yeah, there's none of that. In Vermintide, the original, it was, you buy yourself a pack of clothes you want for your character and use them.
Do you think, and I don't know why we haven't discussed this before, we've always talked about, the gaming company itself being part of the issue and the fact that, they are wanting this extra money to come in, so we have these microtransactions that are involved in it. But when you have a client like Steam or GOG or one of those, and they're not labeling it that way either. This is the ESRB basically just forcing everybody's hand. Would you have preferred it to have somebody like Steam, in which in this case Battlefront you would have been able to do that, but EA would have off of theirs. Would you have preferred that instead of the ESRB getting involved? I mean, I almost feel like, because this is self-governing. ESRB is basically, this is what they're there for. But I'm just asking, would you rather Steam to been that big guy going in and go, we're going to go through all the ones with microtransactions that are, power based or whatever, or same thing for mobile apps. You know
what? I would like to see Steam does that, but Steam does such a good job at letting the people do that shit. If a game has shit in there, the comments down below will definitely show. Like when Paladins came out with the pay to win thing, the comments just blew up with "Don't buy this game. It's trash. It's pay to win. Don't listen to the developers," and all of this. Like, Steam is like, yeah, listen to the community. They will fucking be as brutally honest, sometimes a little trolly, as they want to be, and they will let you know how bad a game is.
I can see that. Yeah, for sure.
So
I'd agree with that.
That's the good part about having a community review.
It's basically already built into their system.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
When Shadow of Mordor came out, no, Shadow of War, I think it was, Shadow of War came out, that was definitely one of the, sections of comments in there. It was like, the microtransactions in here are poorly placed, and this and that, it's become a normal topic. You got your graphics, you got your gameplay, you got your story, you got your microtransactions. So
Wait, I had to add a category. That's bad.
Yeah. So reviews add a category now. So it's microtransactions is just part of that review process now. So did they do it right? Did they do it wrong? What's good? What's bad? Price point? Things like that. So I think Steam is letting us handle how we want it done, which is working.
Sort of.
I use that working.
Well, but not everybody looks at the reviews. Some people just buy stuff based on what they've read elsewhere. They don't necessarily scroll down on Steam.
Well,
I do.
Those people
you should.
When they buy things and they're disappointed with it, it's their fault.
Yep.
That's your fault. You should have read.
Pretty much.
You got
that's
eyes. Learn to read.
Hell, it even says right up there next to the damn thing, too, the reviews, positive or recent and all time, and then how many reviews. And then if something is mixed, you definitely want to go see why it's mixed. So.
I can agree with that. I mean, I do.
Yeah, I do all the time.
I want to know what everybody says.
Yeah, I've been following Hunt Showdown, and it was very positive, and now it's down to mixed. So, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But,
interesting turn of events.
yes, absolutely. So, now with the loot box thing, we could go over to the original thing that we were going to talk about.
Overwatch?
Yeah. The new hero.
Yay, Brigitte! She's
Yes,
Torbjorn's
Brigitte.
daughter. Which, I mean, like, what family resemblance are we supposed to see here?
Right?
From her mother.
Maybe she takes after the mother.
She definitely has to take after her mom. She looks nothing like Torbjorn.
No,
And as
she
everybody
takes-
pointed out, like, there's one panel in the thing where it's the Lindholm household, and they've got Torbjorn has a picture of him and his turret in the background, and you're like, does he like the turret more than his daughter? Like,
Oh.
I'm waiting on
Probably.
victory screens where Torbjorn's like holding the turret and hugging it, and Brigitte's just standing next to him. Like, Dad, seriously.
And now she was
Seriously?
in Reinhardt's story before, right?
Yes.
Yes.
She was in the Reinhardt short.
She's
She-
Reinhardt's squire.
Yes, she takes care
Okay,
of his
because I was
armor
trying to
and-
figure out what the whole thing. So she's the squire to him, I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, she's his goddaughter, too.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, see, like the first time I saw that, I thought it was Reinhardt's daughter.
Yeah, a lot of
Because of
people
how-
would have, but...
I had never thought it was Reinhardt's daughter. I don't know. I guess maybe I read something that told me otherwise before I saw the short or something, but I always knew it was Torbjorn's kid. I just never even assumed that it was Reinhardt's daughter.
didn't
It
know
also
when it
she
first
has
came out.
a similar tattoo to her
Yes.
dad.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Oh, man, I cannot wait for the dialogue between those two.
she's gonna be she's a support. She's gonna be an insta pick in every game as soon as she hits. I mean, she already is in PTR. As soon as
Right.
she hits, it's gonna be all over. You're gonna have to try to insta lock her, or else there's not gonna be another choice. But she's she looks like she's gonna be a little tanky. She has a passive heal like Lucio. She's got a shield that she can throw on people. Her ult is rally, so it gives everybody move speed and I think boost regeneration.
It generates armor on everybody.
Yeah, it generates
in it.
armor. That's like permanent armor. So if you kill her after she's ulted, your team still retains that armor until somebody pops it off of them.
Okay, that I'm not 100% about because I saw it and I think it fades away after the ult goes off.
Does it? Because I read that it was permanent.
The armor that she shows from her repair kit is permanent. But
Okay,
her
so maybe
ult-
that's.
Because, I mean, that would be a little OP because while you're trying
She's
to fight
gonna
somebody...
be kind of OP anyway, like you were talking about. Think about how you can start stacking shields on people.
That's true. I mean, I've her specifically, I've watched gameplay. She can get popped pretty quickly. Like you may think she's got some good, like
So
she's
as
got
long
a
as
lot of
she's got-
utility.
Yeah.
But she's poppable. You can just hit her a good
And
time.
she's got a
down.
melee attack, so she's got to get into combat. She's like a battle support. Like,
Yeah,
people are like,
it's-
battle mercy. No battle mercy. If you play that, don't fucking talk to me. Secondly, no battle mercy. Yes, battle Brigitte. She has to get into there.
Yes. Yes. Like her, it's not super long, but it's short to medium range, and she heals with it too.
Yes.
Like if she hits people with it, she heals.
It's kind of like
everybody
Moira.
around
If
her.
she damages with her damage thing, it heals her. So it's the same idea.
Except
there.
it heals everybody around her.
Yeah.
So
Which might be a little OP.
it doesn't heal for too much. I think it's like 8 health a hit.
Well, and it's probably it depends on the radius too.
Yeah, it's not very big.
Yeah.
She's got a stun, too.
A Zarya bubble on her and let her hit people a few times.
Mm-hmm. Like I think she's gonna find her plays. They might have to tune her a little bit, but I think
Yeah,
she's
she's
gonna
gonna
come
have
out
to be
pretty
tweaked.
good. Yeah, for sure.
Pretty excited about that. And then, of course, Paladins were like, hey, you copied our character. And everybody's like, hey, you copied their whole fucking game, shut your mouth.
Okay, if you guys look at that article and scroll down, you'll
The
see
Paladins article?
Yes, the Paladins article.
It's on Eurogamer, by the way, everybody.
Yep,
Just go to
Eurogamer.
Eurogamer, look up the
Overwatch
news.
Paladins copying new hero Brigitte.
Yeah, scroll down to the comment section, and there's a guy that posted pictures of Overwatch characters and their Paladin counterparts, essentially. Yeah, Paladins just straight up got lazy on their can I copy your homework shit.
Yeah, and then you have the guts to call this Brigitte a ripoff of this Ashe.
Not to mention that Ashe looks like she's
closer.
wearing WoW armor anyway. She looks like she's wearing Paladin or Warrior armor from Warcraft.
Yep.
So still, even if they did copy, not to mention, no, she looks like a character from Diablo. So fuck
Yeah,
off.
I was gonna say she looks so much like Joanna from Diablo 3. Like, come on, you look at those two and you just see a whole lot of similarity. You look at the one in the middle and you're like, okay, yeah, I think she looks more like Zarya, not Brigitte.
It's the hair.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah,
I mean,
that's not.
The fact that the Paladins people had the audacity to go, I think Blizzard copied one of our characters. You copied their whole game.
It's just, I mean,
The whole
Except
thing.
without the pay to win concepts. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're dumbasses.
Now the
I
fucking
don't-
Paladin says pay to win.
yeah, you know, for a long time, you would, like in the U.S., you would drive around and you had Ford and Lincoln. They were the same company, but Lincoln was the higher end of Ford. Okay, that's basically what it was. But they would make the same fucking vehicles that looked exactly the same. They just had more bells and whistles on a Lincoln than you would a Ford.
Can I get the one with the bears?
Bears, yeah, bears. Bells and bells and
Did the
whistles.
bears ride unicycles and juggle?
Maybe, could be. Big Bear driving.
Big Bear driving.
So it could be. I mean, this is what it reminds me of, but it's almost like the same company yelling at each other, just sitting there going, you know, your car looks like my car. And it's like, yeah, we're the same car. It's okay. It's just, oh my god.
You copied us.
You
Shut
copied
up
us.
and sit
It's
down.
the same car.
Fighting games did the
Sit
same thing,
down.
especially a long time ago too. I mean, that's actually I think how Dan Hibiki in Street Fighter came about. Is it was a copy from, or a mocking from an SNK game
Wow.
I just
because
think
they
that
put a
it's
character
funny
in there that looked like Ryu.
that it was the president of the company that makes Paladins that pointed this out on Twitter, and it's like,
To be fair, I think he was.
you got some
know,
balls, buddy.
I think he was poking fun because of the tweet. It says, "Quick poll: if I happen to notice and point out any similarities between these characters, would that make me the pot calling the kettle black, or the kettle calling the pot black? This will keep me up tonight unless I get a clear answer." Because he was bullshitting. Because it's like we're saying you stole our characters, and you're saying we stole your characters. So who's the pot and who's the kettle? Because we're both black. Because it doesn't matter. Right. Because it's two games that are very similar that are taking ideas from one another. Right. That's what competition does. Look at Riot. They had Blizzard help them create their matchmaking system because they're competition and they're making each other better for it. So I mean, Paladins is nowhere near Overwatch because they're pay to win and they're bad. So
You are bad.
Yeah.
keep it simple. They're pay to win and it's awful. Good job. You guys suck. So
Way to mess up the game. A lot of Blizzard news.
Yeah, you want to talk about the
Yeah, Diablo.
Nightlight?
Okay, first of all, when the article says it looks like Diablo is coming to the Nintendo Switch, because they tweeted out a picture of Diablo on a light switch and then turned it off, turned it on, turned it off. Turned
It's
it
a
on.
nightlight. It's a Diablo nightlight.
Yeah.
It's
And
an
it said
advertisement
sweet
for a new
dreams.
thing in their store.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, but I do kind of want a Diablo nightlight, though. So.
But also, look at the way he
Oh,
said.
look at that little demon looking over at you at night.
Right?
But look at what it says. We do not have any plans to announce Diablo for Switch. So it means that, I mean, that's like almost, if you just put a comma yet right after that.
Exactly, and Blizzard is
That's
good
all I'm
with
ready.
their words too. Like they picked it. That's why we don't have any plans.
Maybe
to
they're not going to
currently
announce it. It's just going to come
yet.
out kind of like Outlast did, where it's like, oh, look, surprise.
No, they're gonna announce it at fucking. They're gonna announce it at BlizzCon. That's why they didn't say yet. We don't have any plans to announce it
Yet.
Yeah,
Come
that's-
on. Yeah.
Oh, Blizzard, you think you're so cute.
Blizzard is a lifestyle. It's a
We're on to your
choice.
shit.
Yeah,
You
we've
can't
been
be
through
cute like
this
that with us.
so many years now. Like, come
But
on.
I mean, okay, but what else would it be? I mean, they're not announcing it for the Switch, so what is it? What are the other theories?
A Diablo remaster.
Okay. But why would you put that on a nightlight?
Well, first of all, it says Sweet Dreams, which means you're probably never going to sleep again once the Diablo game comes out.
Okay, I'll give
Maybe
you that
it's
one.
Diablo 4. Woo.
It could be Diablo. It could be basically saying "Sweet dreams, good night" to Diablo 3.
Maybe.
So,
Okay.
I mean,
I could see that.
but the Switch thing. Come on now, come on. They were just making a play on words with that one.
Because in a marketing situation, let's say it wasn't the Switch thing, okay? In a marketing situation, they plug this thing in. They go, okay, guys, here's what our marketing is for Diablo 4, whatever, right? Switch, Sweet Dreams. Somebody in that room is going to go, guys, they're going to think we're releasing for Switch.
Oh yeah,
Right?
somebody. Yeah, because they're not stupid. Not Blizzard. Blizzard has got those people that are like, how clever can we be? What if we put it on a Switch, like a Diablo face on a Switch, and then turn it on? So let's make them go a little wild, theories and whatnot. So,
Right?
I mean, come on, and it'd be perfect for the Switch too. I mean, right there you got Diablo game. Oh man, and
Diablo
Nintendo's
2.
third-party fucking Blizzard with a Nintendo game.
Aren't they
Or on a Nintendo
remastering
console.
Diablo?
If you
I
ask
think
them,
everyone
no.
wants them to remaster Diablo, but they have not said anything of it.
So it could be a combination of both. They could be remastering Diablo, which people want to happen in the first place.
Actually,
and then-
everyone wants them to remaster the second one because the first one, I mean, yeah, it was fun, but man, did that one have so many issues.
Yeah, if you, I can tell you this right now: if they released a Diablo 2 remaster, the bump in their stocks would literally just like do a 90-degree increase. Like, yeah, we're good. Oh shit! Look at all the money. Look at
Oh,
Look
at
at
all
all
the
this money we have to
money.
experiment with new games.
Look at all the money. What am I supposed to do with all the money?
Just making it rain.
all the money. Where'd all the money
You
come
see,
from?
you see, somebody
Wait,
does a
listen,
video of
let's-
Diablo sitting there.
We're gonna make Blizzard World now. Thank you, gentlemen.
Hey! Come on, make Blizzard World. I need that in my life too.
I like that
I'd be happy with
they
that.
said
We're going opening day if they do.
that it was supposed to be just a fun engagement piece. But I think that if you were just gonna do like a Sweet Dreams night fun piece, you would have just turned the light off, and that would have been all there was to the GIF, not turning it back on and off again.
Yeah. See, there was more to it. There's
There's something
definitely
to
more
it.
to it, because they're putting emphasis on the Switch.
Or they're just trolling everyone, going, let's see how many people can like freak out about, oh my god, Diablo's going to the Switch, and all we have to do is just flick a few lights.
All of us. That's how many people.
Yeah, come on, Blizzard. We
Everyone.
know better. No more shenanigans. We know
Stop
better.
teasing us.
That's what they love to do. Blizzard is just one giant tease.
Yeah,
little
but
bit.
oh man, would they deliver?
Oh man, haven't they delivered?
I have to leave now. Oh man.
Oh,
Well done.
How's that for
Well
you,
done.
dreams?
If you just stop that. Oh my god. Okay, what else? Fucking
Along
not
the
you.
Blizzard lines. Along the Blizzard lines. Blizzard celebrates StarCraft's 20th anniversary with in-game giveaways.
Yay.
And not just in StarCraft 2, but Diablo 3, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, Overwatch.
What are they giving us in Overwatch?
if you log in now, between the 6th and the 3rd, you receive the Sarah Kerrigan Ghost skin for Widowmaker.
Oh, so I already have it?
No, it's March. Yeah, you
6th.
do. Yeah, March 6th.
Okay, so I will have it in 2 days. Got it.
Yes,
2
I will
days.
have it too. Everybody will have it because that skin is amazing. It looks a lot like Nova, but it's Kerrigan.
I will probably not equip it because everybody will be wearing it, and I'm one of those people. If it's the
One
skin
of
that everybody's
those
wearing,
people.
I can't wear it.
I'm a hipster. I don't
Yep.
want it because it's cool.
Can't do it.
Oh god. Heroes Storm, you get some portraits, 20th anniversary portraits.
Diablo
Ooh,
3, you
nice.
get a battle cruiser themed pet.
Nice.
Okay.
Interesting. Dominion's Revenge.
For Hearthstone, they're going to have a StarCraft-inspired tavern brawl between the 21st and 25th, and you'll receive 3 Kobolds and Catacombs packs,
Sweet.
which is awesome.
Pretty
So-
awesome. Blizzard's like, it's our anniversary. We give you things.
Come on, like that is Blizzard for you. Like, you can't get any more Blizzard than that. It's our anniversary. Let us
Here's
give
all
you
of your
stuff. And they give you stuff across all of their games. That's also very smart tactics because people will dabble in all of their games just to get free stuff because everybody loves free stuff on free games. Come on now.
I don't know. I haven't done anything with Hearthstone since I got the free mount for WoW, and
You mean
that's
I
it.
got you the free mount.
You got me the free mount for WoW because I don't like Hearthstone.
And you played Heroes of the Storm for free stuff.
Well, I also played Heroes of the Storm because it's a game that I kind of sort of liked, and you guys were playing it, so
Yeah,
there. It wasn't just for free stuff.
So
Hearthstone was
Blizzard.
specifically for free stuff, though.
20 years. Blizzard is 20. Wait, are they only 20 years old? Nah.
Blizzard or
they can't.
StarCraft? StarCraft is 20 years old.
StarCraft.
Yes. Blizzard is definitely older. Yeah, they're. Woo! In 20. Actually, I'm older than Blizzard. In 2021, they'll be 30 years old. 30-year anniversary for that company.
They might all buy us a house.
Hell, they might.
Everybody
I mean,
gets a house. If you bought anything Blizzard, you get a house.
what they're gonna do is they're
Hell
gonna create
yeah.
Blizzard World, but everybody has to live in Blizzard World, and then you all
Okay.
become Blizzard slaves.
I'm okay with that.
Cheers, I'm okay.
Moving
Moving to Blizzard World.
Yep.
Take over my life.
Okay,
Blizzard.
I got a question. What part of Blizzard World would you live in?
The Alliance side.
Yes.
Warcraft.
So, but I
So
mean,
basically,
there's-
like the map that you get to play
There's
on.
other options too, though, because like technically they could make one. Even they can make one that's actually any of the Overwatch maps.
Well,
they
that's
wanted to
true,
make.
but Alliance.
I would live in the Alliance.
Ride or die.
The Alliance, the WoW Alliance quarter, but I would definitely go and visit. I would have friends in all the other different quarters so I could come and visit all over the Blizzard world.
I don't even need friends. I would just go there. Like, I don't know anybody here. I'm just hanging out. What's up?
They'll event teleporting before then, so you can just like, and it'll look just like.
They'll
just
be
when
symmetric
something
They
with
could
leaves
dress
teleporters
up
spots.
like
everywhere.
they could get like dogs and stuff to take care of and dress them up like little zerglings, so they run around the park.
That'd be cute. I'd
That
put
would be
Rue in a
awesome.
costume.
Yes, if you could.
Get like a whole bunch of like small little dogs and like dress them up all as like zerglings, and then when someone goes into like a certain area, like they just open up a little door and they just rush at someone.
Release the Zerglings.
Get
The
out.
Zerg Dogos?
The Zerg puppies.
What else you got? You're having to
Jump.
think so hard about it.
The Oculus Rift is now the most used VR headset on Steam.
Yeah,
Okay.
over the HTC Vive. So
Yeah.
like Valve's own thing, right?
Which is a little sad.
It's a little cheaper. So,
It is a little
It's more
cheaper.
accessible.
And one of the things we talked about before the show started too is if you go on to Steam and you go purchase a VR game, there are games that just say VR on them. It's got like a little triangle. And then there's another one that's got kind of a square looking thing that's shaped like the Oculus head basically. And not all of them are Oculus compatible.
Definitely be aware when you're buying a game then.
Yeah, so just be aware. That's what I would look at. Whatever game you want to play, you know, all of them, if they're VR, the Vive would work for, but the Oculus wouldn't work for. But to give you an idea, like Chicken and I were figuring this up, there were 47% of the users are now Oculus Rift users. 45% are going to be the Vive users. Who are the other 8%? Like,
What the fuck are they using?
What are they using?
I mean, there are a couple of like off-brand headsets.
I looked. The only
Sony
thing
has
off-
one.
Yeah, Sony has a headset.
PSVR.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
only for
Yeah,
PlayStation. It
we're
will only
talking
fit
about
one.
on Steam. Steam only.
Steam only.
What other VR headsets can you use
Oh,
with
maybe
Steam?
it's something like the one that you can use with your phone.
Can you hook that up to Steam?
Maybe.
Probably.
I don't know. I like Cardboard. You can't, which is one that you use for your phone.
I don't know, man.
So
I don't make headsets.
interesting.
I don't have any idea. What are you asking me for?
I don't know, but
Either
they're-
just someone
they-
can't math.
Basically, they're nearly 50-50 when it comes to the percentage of users.
Yeah, but it will probably switch back once the Vive Pro comes out. Like, I'm really digging this VR, evolution that we're getting. It's going pretty fast. It's nice, and I really want one. I mean, there's a couple of dinosaur games for VR that just
hell yeah!
awesome.
Of course,
like,
it's
I
the
can't wait.
dinosaur game.
Come on, if I can't see real fucking dinosaurs.
If it's co-op chicken, I'll play it with you if we both have the VR systems at the time.
Oh God, I don't know where to go. Oh God.
No, see, the problem is if there's a VR system in this house, it'll be on my face while I play Fallout, and you'll never see me again. I'll be in the Commonwealth. Bye, guys.
Well, I'll fight you for it.
You don't work all the time.
It's time for lunch. Hold on, I'm helping some more people in the military militia. Come on,
Minutemen.
The Minutemen. But yeah, the new VR, the Vive is going to come out this year. Better resolution, better headphones, and no wires.
It's pretty awesome.
Come on, in like what, 2 years they completely got rid of the wires? Give me about another 5 years, and that motherfucker's gonna just like sit right over your face and be perfectly fine. Yeah. I mean, I want one of those big track things
of $99.99, you can have this little jack installed into the back of your head, Matrix style.
Done. Fallout. That's it.
Yes.
Bye.
Well, I mean, other than that, the Outlast came out on the Switch. Surprise, surprise. No, seriously, surprise. I mean, nobody knew it was coming. Well, everybody knew.
Well, we knew it was coming. We just didn't know when.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the way that they present it almost makes it feel like, oh, nobody knew, but we did. We just didn't know exactly when. We knew it was coming, though.
I love that second comment.
What?
First penis on the Switch.
True.
Wow, that's not. Yeah.
I mean, you're
That's
not
the first,
wrong, but
hold
I'm
on,
not
is
sure
that
that's
the first?
milestone.
Is that the first penis of any kind on a Nintendo system?
I think so. As far as I can remember, I've never. Granted, I don't look out for him, but I mean, to be fair, Bayonetta is there
on that game.
Bayonetta is pretty risque. So I mean,
yeah, that one had boobs, didn't it?
No, you never got to see anything,
Actual
but you got to
AMC.
see pretty damn close. I mean, you didn't have much imagination left to use after that.
It was like
game.
just no nipple. That's all you got. It was like everything else.
Pretty much. I mean, pretty much. Nintendo got as close as they possibly could, and it's still being a Nintendo game. I mean, I'd love to be like, I don't know what was in the minds of the Nintendo people going, yeah, I like that. Are you sure you want to put this on the Nintendo? Absolutely.
It's rated M.
All right.
You think Reggie was sitting back there going, "Man, this is a great indie game. People love this game. We've got to have it on the Switch." I mean, and they're like, "Yeah, it was pretty popular. You know, there's like, it's mature, right?" And he goes, "Yeah, I get it. There's killing. There's other stuff in it." He goes, "No,
There's
it's
dicks.
mature."
There's dongs flying around. Are you sure you want it?
And he goes, "Oh God, too funny." That's awesome, though. I just don't know if it'll have the same effect. I kind of want to play a scary game, not on the Switch, not like handheld part of the Switch, not necessarily on the.
Get yourself like nice or Google Cardboard and just like put it straight down so that you can't see any peripherals. You can only see the screen.
I could just plug it into its dock and watch it on TV if I was gonna do that.
Oh
but
my
There you
god.
go.
You guys are the worst.
just saying.
Super Saiyan.
Oh, so awesome.
What else? What else you got? I'm done talking about dicks.
That's it. That's
Okay.
all that I had. Oh, I guess there was the political thing that we.
Basically, we'll
Boil it down.
anytime there's a major tragedy in the U.S., the U.S. government likes to blame video games.
Because that's the thing.
There has been any actual scientific proof that that's actually a thing.
I like what
There's
Billy D
proof
said
that
about
says
it.
the opposite.
He said that you can dig and dig and dig and eventually find one or two things that will prove the point that you want to prove. But it's what happens anytime, like, anybody wants to prove something, is they will go to any lengths to prove it, even if there's a lot of evidence to the contrary. So that's exactly what's happening, is there's plenty of evidence to the contrary, but oh my god, in GTA, like...
It's not true. Just, I don't know why they don't want to just
Well,
leave it at
before
that.
video games, I mean, they were blaming it on, like, music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Right,
devil
which
music.
Tipper Gore got involved in that, and
well, that's why we have a
Of all
ratings
people, John
board
Denver
or
shut
the
her
parental
down, so.
advisory stickers now on music.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Be like, this game has violence.
Well, that's one of the things that the administration has gotten a lot of fire for, is because our president at one point said, I think there should be some sort of rating system, and it's like, we have one.
We have a rating
It's called
system.
the ESRB, and it is on parents to adhere to it. If they don't, I mean, there's
nothing
no
you can do about
further
it.
regulations aside from trying to like censor the actual content.
well, and
It's just stupid.
here's the thing. At least two of you that I know of have worked in retail when it comes to games, and one of the first things you do as a retailer when they hand you a mature game is you have to tell the parent that is in front of them
Yes.
everything that has to do
You
with the
basically
game.
have to read the sticker off. You flip it over and go, it's rated M for sexual conduct, violence, graphic depictions of gore, things like that. Like, whatever it says on the back, you have to flip it over and actually read it to them. And then if parents with their little Jimmy that's 6 years old say that's fine, you can't do anything. You have to sell it to them because the adult said okay.
My
Well, I mean,
favorite is when they get the adult that doesn't speak English, and then they go and basically tell them something else entirely, and they just go, well, no, yeah, okay.
Well, and I'm sorry. At this point now, as old as the franchise is, if you don't know Call of Duty is about shooting people,
Or Grand Theft Auto. If you didn't know there was prostitutes in
two
Grand Theft
two
Auto.
things that are plastered on television if you're watching TV of any major
you get
event.
GTA 5, and I mean, or any of the GTAs just about, and there's probably a scantily clad woman on the box somewhere.
Yeah, no
Like,
shit.
Just look at it.
Yeah, and
Figure
not
it out.
and not to mention the fact that it wasn't long ago that during San Andreas that we had the big hot
The hot
coffee
coffee
incident.
thing,
Yeah, which made national news. So where were you? What rock were you living
Well,
under? that you
after
didn't know
that,
this
the
was a thing?
developer surely learned and made this E for everyone. No.
No,
No.
it's Grand Theft Auto. The title specifically already says you will be stealing things. Theft
Yeah,
is
you'll be
built
stealing
into the title.
vehicles.
I mean,
This has got a big M on the side of it. That obviously means many people can play it. I mean,
Rated M for many. Instead of E for everyone, it's M for many.
I mean,
Or most. Rated M for most people.
I honestly don't understand the mentality of if I play a video game, it's gonna make me want to go out and shoot people.
here's the thing. Video games keep me from perpetrating physical violence on people. I have a stressful day. I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna play Overwatch. I'm gonna punch Narissa in the face until she's dead, and I'll be fine. I'm not gonna do it in real life. I mean,
And it's been proven that video games actually release stress, so that it does the opposite of what you're saying it does.
It actually
doesn't
helps with a lot of disorders, including depression. Come on,
Exactly.
folks.
Like, what the hell? You keep trying the same argument for like
it's
the last
tired.
30
It's
fucking
stupid.
years.
It's
But
because
this
you've
one
got-
particular case at this one particular time showed that it could be possible.
It's because you've got lawmakers that are backed by the NRA trying to find anything but guns to blame the violence on. And I'm not saying that guns, I'm not going to get into the guns kill people kill people, whatever. I'm not
there's a
getting
whole
into that
other
argument.
argument over
I'm
there.
just saying it's a misdirection is what they're trying to do, and they're trying to shift the focus off of them and onto whatever else, and it's easy to go for video games because video games are largely violent in nature,
But they're worldwide.
Yeah.
And look for another solution. What
let me
could
see how
cause
many
this?
mass
Look at it.
shootings have happened in Japan where video games are fucking huge. Oh wait. I mean, like,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it just
or in South Korea where it's like the thing to do because people make millions playing video games there. How many of them have gone out on mass shooting sprees? I mean, I don't recall really hearing about that, guys.
no. They're more likely, to be fair, and Asian countries are more likely to have suicide than they are going to be having a mass shooting.
Which is
Unfortunately,
unfortunate.
just because
Yes.
very,
it's
very true.
just because the amount of pressure that's put on them from society's standpoint,
Yes.
and it's just like every society that's out there has some type of pressure. Video games usually tend to be a release for that, so it's let them do their thing, with the exception of the one guy that died because he decided to just keep playing and never stop.
I mean, but at least he only hurt himself, I guess. I guess there's
Yeah.
the takeaway
Yep,
from
there
that.
you go. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
definitely sad about it, but I mean, that's...
honestly, I'm too busy shooting people in games to actually go and try to purchase a gun and do it in real life. Not that I would ever want to anyway.
I mean, you have to be a very jaded person to actually want to do that. And video games are
Well,
not
not
going to be
mention-
the stimuli to make you do that.
Most of the people that do stuff like that usually have some kind of history of mental health disorder.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, usually. I mean,
and, you know, our government doesn't really do much as far as helping people with mental health disorders.
because they're just trying to find a scapegoat. Something
Yeah,
that
it's
they
something
can make
easy that
sense.
they can say, look how violent this is, obviously. And it's 90% of the time people that don't play video games to start with that make that argument.
They're trying to blame an industry, and that's what they do instead of trying to solve a problem.
Instead of fixing a problem, they try to just push it on somebody else and be like, it's your problem now. It's like, I'm sorry, even if we like ban video games in general, I really don't think that's going to stop mass shootings.
No, well, I mean, let's be fair. Video games themselves have only been around since the 70s.
Right.
Like as a mass
Well,
whole,
and like a mainstay
Atari.
since like the late 90s.
Right.
A mass market.
So they've only been around that long. There were shootings before that. Now they weren't, but society has continued to do things and get a little worse in some cases. But it has nothing to do with the music industry. It has nothing to do with the video game industry. It has to do with there's a societal change and there's other things. We need to change with it.
Yes.
Whatever happens, we have to change with that. In order to try to prevent it. And I've had this debate before. There's people, Australia did ban all guns. As soon as they did it, their crime rate raised 300%, but now it's down really low because it took a long time to get all that out of the system.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think ours is a little harder to govern. I think but there needs to be something done. And banning video games or violent video games is not the solution to that.
I think what we
No.
need to start with is looking at our mental health care system. I mean,
Yes,
start
yes,
there.
well.
And our regulations about people buying guns with mental health disorders. I mean, we lost Baka. Oh no, now all this stuff is messed up. Now
He
the
just-
video is messed up. I mean, it's not bad.
Gone.
We're good.
Oh, damn.
Baka
no,
said he's done with this discussion.
Now I'm pretty sure Oak's like cut in half.
No, he's not. It's actually okay. There's just a sliver of your screen and his, and a sliver of his and where Baka was at.
Did
So-
we get it out of the way?
Okay, and now it's messed up.
Okay, do we do this?
No. Chicken needs to scoot to the right, and Oak move
This
to
way?
the left.
And
And the names are all fucked up. No, move over a little more.
Me?
Yes. Keep
Am I
going.
good?
Keep going.
Yeah.
There you go. You're good.
All right, am I good right here?
I'm not changing
good.
the nameplates on this shit, by the way.
All right, well, we can go ahead and wrap it up here.
I think we're
Yeah.
good. We're about done.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We appreciate it. Everybody hangs out with us each and every week at Infinite Respawn. As always, you can check us out on Twitter at InfiniteResPC. You can check me out personally at MDB Oak Tree. You can check out Griff.
At Griff Slanum.
You can check out Baka.
At Baka Pickle.
You can check out Chicken.
Elite Chicken
I don't
313.
forget, Chicken has a Discord now, too. Put it on your Twitter, Chicken. Everybody come join our Discord channel and hang
Make sure
out.
you're on there. He actually installed an Infinite Respawn podcast on there. I've been sending out some of the links that we use for today. We want your opinions on it. We want to hear from you.
Yeah, so
let's have
feel
a
free
discussion,
to.
you guys.
And we actually do it as the show's going on. So you can actually every
mine's
Sunday.
been open, but I forgot to look at it. Has anybody said anything? I'm sorry. I'll start looking at
Snitty
it.
did. Snitty did.
City talked a little about it, but yeah, it's super attractive. It's on my phone. It's on my computer. You can always get at me on that. If you at me, it will send a message through my computer and through my phone, so I will know that you're trying to
I just check it obsessively at this point.
so,
It's my most
Well,
checked
and you can
app.
actually, and the cool thing about it is if we have ways to being able to send it out to everyone as well, so not a big deal.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on my Twitter too, so you'll just go to my Twitter thing and it'll be right there on the front page. So, and it should be an auto invite. So,
You can pen that tweet if you want. Leave it at the top.
well, I'd have to make it. If I did that, I'd make a tweet for my Discord and my Twitch.
Yeah, do that. Do it. Do it. At
Okay.
EliteChicken313.
Oh my gosh, stop! My Twitch is twitch.tv/EliteChicken313. God, shameless plug.
Yeah.
Go ahead, continue.
Sorry.
Killing me. Anyway,
Not yet.
everything is Elite Chicken 313. Boom! Done.
Or you can. I'm on
Exactly.
YouTube at Griff Slinum, but I don't have an actual URL yet. I mean, you'll have to just look me
Yeah,
up.
mine's MDB Oak Tree is everything else is too. So awesome. Check us out. Follow us. We're happy with that. Also, make sure you go to infiniterespawn.com. Go in there, join the forums, and hang out. For Infinite Respawn, I'm Oak Tree.
I'm Griff.
I'm Chicken.
That used to be Baka.
And then
Yeah,
there's
Baka
there's
used
a
to be
Baka
over
here.
there somewhere.
Yeah, sorry.
Bye.
Later. Bye.
Bye.
game